I think it's time we band together and we figure out what the hell is going on here.
They were wearing specially crafted armor, just for them. They were sent after one or all of us for some reason.
Whoa. Brother, one at a time, man. I'm trying to figure out how this guy's Cade is his name. And second of all, I would like to take a look at that body.
You cough, and you can feel all of the eyes in the room turn towards you.
But your selfish pragmatism weighs on me. I'm done with you.
I would like to use my quarterstaff to try and clothesline them.
As they're having this conversation, I'd like to just kind of like sprint up a little bit, and I'm like slowly kind of like trying to get like a piece of bacon.
His pin straight mouth turns into the curved shape of a smile. And then he disappears. What is up, everybody, and welcome to another session of Songs from the Abyss. I am your Dungeon Master, aka the Daddy Mommy, Ernell Pearson, alongside my friend, Devin Brevin, the Dude. What hoodie are you wearing?
Koyo.
Nice. Good. I'm kind of into them. I fuck with them. We also have the king of snacks himself, Garrick Bartholomew Eaton. Today, he's the king of blankets. That's what he is.
I don't have any heat in my house. It's cold.
Yeah, no, dude, I totally get it. But let's be real. If anyone here is looking for extra comfort, it's Garrick. It's Garrick. You know what
Is that a burrito blanket?
I think it is a burrito blanket.
Tortilla? No, it's not the tortilla.
No.
It has,
okay.
it
I
has
just thought it was
cute woodland creatures on
It's
it.
woodland creatures.
Woodland creatures,
That's
baby.
good.
That's right.
Yeah.
Bambi the blanket.
Speaking of a cute woodland creature, we also have our baby boy, DJ Simfix.
Oh yeah, Woodlands.
All right. DJ gives fawn, if you will. Valiant, gallant, baby deer. We also have our friend and homeboy. It is Sam, aka Pub Master Drax.
Hello. I'm ready to roll some dice, dude. It's been too long.
Dice rolling.
Dog, you know what I'm saying? During our Vegas show last week, we were making people roll for initiative at our merch table and giving them discounts if they got 10 or higher. So it was pretty great.
We actually
That's
did
awesome.
as a sale during like a like this like little like night market in my hometown where it's like you roll the D20 and that's the percent you get off your sale.
That's so
That was
sweet.
pretty fun.
That's so
That was
sweet.
pretty fun,
Well,
yeah.
it kind of came to us because Jag just so happened to have a D20 on him. I don't know why, but he had a D20, and there was a guy at our merch table wearing a wizard's gown. Like he had a gown and a wizard hat. And I don't know why, but he came up and he was like,
It's Vegas.
he went up to Travis and he was like, "Do you want a tab?" And we were like, "We're good, man. Thank you, though."
Whoa.
What?
Just
It was
imagine
crazy,
like
dude. He was fucking-
The outfit instantly made sense
dude.
following
What
that
the
sentence,
heck?
bro.
It was wild, dude.
That
getting
is fun
fucking
brand.
magic missiled in the pit, dude. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
dude, I know, right, dude? He was magic missile like crazy, brother. That was wild. We also have my little Thai peanut. It's
Cautious,
Xander.
hideous laughter.
Exactly, yeah. Xander, how are you?
Meow.
Okay, for sure, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
For
I think
sure.
that's
for sure.
reserved.
being here.
I think that's reserved for Mr. Cloud.
Mm. Oh, okay.
And then you got Boris, who's all alert.
That is a feat I have. Yeah.
I hate that you had that ready for when Devin said that. That is wild. Okay, well, let's get
That
in-
was me. I played that.
Oh, you played the... Okay, gotcha. It looked because Xander put his hand down. I wasn't sure if that was all him or not. So, anyways, boys, let's play some D&D. You know what I'm saying? Last time that we were here, you fine gentlemen were preparing yourselves to make your way towards the dwarven excavation site of the tomb of the dwarven kingdom that has been found outside of Phandalin. In the process of you guys getting ready for that, Devin, aka Leon, had decided to pursue an investigation after making his way towards the general shop, finding out that maybe things aren't quite what they seem. And on his investigation, landed his way towards the Phandalin Tavern within town. No name is known because the sign was tarnished and beat up. But as Leon was kind of doing his investigation, went into the tavern and found that there was a suspect person running out of the tavern away from Leon, who was so valiantly stopped, pursued, and then disappeared in the middle of the Phandalin town square. And now we have all of you standing here at the Phandalin town square where the remaining horse was that this being had ran away on. You all notice that the townspeople of Phandalin are now gathered sort of around the outskirts of the town square, all kind of seeing the hustle and bustle that had just happened. And you guys notice that they don't seem to be very happy. If everyone could roll me a perception check, please.
Ooh. Perception. I got 17 total. 17.
I got
20
19 total. 19.
20, 19. What would you get, DJ?
17 total.
Okay. Garrick?
Does our passive perception come into play for this?
No.
Okay.
The only thing that passive perception does is it lets me know whether you guys will just automatically notice something that I'm throwing your way.
Oh, okay.
So it gives
Cool.
me
I
a
got a
gauge
10.
of what you guys can see and not see. So, what'd you get, Garrick? Sorry,
A 10.
10. Okay, Sam.
I got a 16. I actually rolled 10.
Okay, so you guys all notice that the townspeople are kind of gossiping with each other. You hear whispers. You hear sort of angry, exclaimed voices. People saying things like, "Why are these guys in this town? They've only brought trouble here. There seems to be nothing but problems since they've arrived." The air about Phandalin is not very happy with everything that has been happening to the town of Phandalin and its people of recent. What do you guys do?
Well, that's just a bunch of bullshit, innit? That's what I say to you guys.
Yeah,
I
well,
think we should take a leave.
bullshit is as bullshit does, brother.
There was a tavern I just chased that putrid half-orc out of. Do you guys want to investigate? Because I think they may know more than what we do currently. It's up to you.
Whatever it is we do, we just need to make sure that we get out of here as soon as possible because we're just making things worse for these people.
Mhm. Cloud, what say you?
I stand by what I said earlier. We need to leave and go to the excavation site.
I agree.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll go because you guys are gonna go. I guess I'll have to go too. You know, wrapped
Let's
up in
take our
this
leave
bullshit.
then. These people are obviously ungrateful for what we did for them.
Whoa! Don't say that now. Okay.
I wouldn't be so
plenty
hasty on
grateful
saying
souls.
that.
You guys have anything else within Phandalin that you're sort of wanting to pursue, wanting to stop by?
Hey, use restroom.
If you guys have any other side things you are wanting to do in Phandalin, now would be the time to do so. Otherwise, you guys are more than welcome to leave. That is totally okay.
I'll do you on the side.
I do think there's a woman named Hilda we should talk to. She seems to know a lot about this excavation site before we take off.
Yeah.
You better hope she's on her way
leave
out
to
of
leave.
town.
If she knows something, I go get it.
She did tell me about the excavation site beforehand, and that's where I was headed before I ran into the lot of you.
And what is she to relation to this excavation? You said it's just a random lady, or
She is part of the town's exchange. She handles coin within the town.
oh,
Was this the one that you were saying you were making googly eyes on?
How did you know that?
when we gathered around for a couple of drinks, and you had mentioned that there was one that was easy on the eyes.
That may be the case, but that is not the directive right now.
Listen, I just don't want to risk my life
Wait,
if you just want to get your shillelagh wet, okay?
whoa. So you're saying
Whoa.
this guy's here to get his Peter wet?
I'm talking about getting more information on this excavation site because I can't remember the names, but she did say there were a couple names of some people to talk to at the excavation site.
Okay, we'll see.
Whether they be
this
alive
through.
or not.
We'll see this through. But if I get any hint that this is going south, I'm out.
Yeah, I don't know about your investigation
I don't know if I trust
tactics,
this.
but I guess we could go see this lady too.
You don't have to come with me if you don't want to.
I don't want to come anywhere near you. So,
at this point, I think it's best that we just stick together and figure out where it is what we're going.
I think you're the one that's coming, sir. I don't know. You know what I mean?
You guys are turning this into something this is not at all.
Are you sure?
Yes,
sure?
positive. You keep going on with this. I'm gonna block.
Can we just make her away already?
Honestly, I kind of just want to go with you just to see what this hill person looks like, just to see. I mean, like what are you so worked up about? What are you so worked up about?
We either go or we don't.
You'd think that I was the one with 9 intelligence.
This is on our way out.
What do you think?
I just want to get out of town. If seeing the damn woman gets us out of town, then let's just go already. I don't give a shite about the warlock's other motives.
I don't have any other motives right now.
Let's go.
I need information.
All right, shut your gobs and just lead the way.
All right, we're going to the exchange.
Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Next time you guys do that to me, I'm thunderclapping you.
Some D&D campaigns tell meaningful stories. Ours talk about cum.
Cum.
I didn't even bring this up. Okay.
Talks about cum and how we're stuck together. Probably.
Thanks,
Very
DJ.
sticky.
So, you gentlemen make your way down to the Fandolin Miners Exchange, which I will show you guys on the map where this bad boy is. Let's see here.
It's kind of on our way out, right?
Yeah. It is, yes.
Yeah, that's why. See, my thought process.
So you guys work your way to the Fandolin Miners Exchange, and as you come up, you notice that this building is very pristine. It's very well kept. The sign looks like it's been newly painted to fix the faded paint that was or could have been there. The walls are dusted, clean. The windows have no dust or fingerprints on them. This is a very pristine building. Outside seems to be a very nice sunny day. Birds are chirping. There is pollen everywhere. There is the people of Fandolin rummaging through their normal everyday life. And after the events that had happened here just the other day, it seems to be quite shocking how quick these people have learned how to bounce back from something like this. But the town, Fandolin, seems more alive than it ever has been. I'm assuming you guys proceed into the Miners Exchange. Who wants to take a lead as we walk in?
Well, does anybody want to come inside?
Yeah, I mean, we're already here, I guess.
Let's go.
Everyone can enter, yeah.
I'll take
by your lead.
I'll step in.
So you guys walk into the Miners Exchange, and as you walk in, there is this long counter that has another counter sort of opposing the other side of it from you guys. There's a table with a map, just as Leon had seen it last. There are pencils, pens, quills, things, all sorts of scattered across this table behind the counter. Yes, Leon.
Are there extra maps or just one map?
I mean, there's map rolls that are sort of on the stationery that's next to the table. There's one map that's sort of spread out on the table itself of the Sword Coast, the area surrounding Phandalin.
Mhm.
Nothing seems to be marked of any real importance. It seems more directionally there to map the main highways and such, specifically leading towards the excavation site and where the miners are.
Okay. I was gonna see if there were any maps of the excavation site specifically.
Would you like to rummage through the rolled maps for it?
Yes.
Then we will have you do an investigation check, sir.
21 total.
21 total. Okay. So as you come up to the counter, you look around, you notice the woman that was here last time, she isn't in direct vision. So you kind of look left and you kind of look right. And you slowly sort of reach over to these rolled maps and kind of scooch this little stationary. It's on wheels, and you kind of scooch it around the counter to kind of see if you can rummage through the maps there. Yes, Devin.
I want to clarify, I'm not trying to steal, I'm trying to find one and see if I can purchase it.
Sure.
Okay.
So you kind of like look through really quick, and yeah, you can see a few different maps that are for different areas of Phandalin. The excavation maps are specifically labeled with a little symbol on the very edges, sort of surrounding the outside of the map, with little dwarven emblems, not runes, but the faces of dwarves. Specifically, two faces of dwarves. One with a very large, burly beard, and what looks to be a little hard hat on top of it, and you can see the little tiny dots for eyes. And then the other symbol that is exchanging back and forth as it curls around the map edge doesn't have a beard, but just has a circular face with bigger eyes, sort of looking like goggles that are there. What do you do?
Okay. I want to, I can tell that these are excavation site maps.
You can. They are specifically labeled with these emblems, and you can see one just so happened to have excavation sort of labeled across one corner of the map while it was rolled up.
I'm going to pick up both copies of them, and then I'm going to. They're sealed. Are they sealed by wax? Or are they sealed by?
They're not sealed. No.
Okay. I just want to open them to inspect them real quick, just to give like a quick glance, just to verify.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. So you open these scrolls up, and when you do, you can see this sort of very large blueprint plan. Yes, sir.
Could you turn down the music a little bit? It's very loud.
Turned it down on your end.
I'm at 73%.
Okay, you can turn down the screen further than that. That's okay. You guys you see on this unscrolled map here that the blueprints for this tomb seems to have a entryway that looks like it was a town. There used to be some sort of living space outside of this tomb here. But yeah, it's all here. Everything that you need for this excavation site that you've been hearing about is here and present on these maps.
Okay. Well, I'm going to roll them back up. Do I notice any sign that says the price of these maps?
No, you do not. But as you do roll them up, you notice that you can hear a footstep coming out from one of the back rooms. More specifically, the back room that you noticed the safe was in during your last trip here. And out from this doorway, a tall woman with dark hair and a dark dress comes walking out from this doorway. And she looks mildly disgruntled. Roll me, everyone, a insight check, please.
Inciting.
That would be a.
I got a 5.
I got a 15.
I have a 15 total.
Yeah, 15 total here.
I got 11.
11. Okay, Garrick, what'd you get? You're muted, buddy.
Muted.
Muted.
Sorry, 16.
16. Okay. So as this woman walks out, you guys definitely notice she looks not necessarily upset or angry. She looks sort of frantic, as if something's not going the way she wants it to go. And she comes out, she's sort of sweating at the brow. Her hair is a bit messier than Leon you had remembered it looking last time. And she comes out, and her purple dress sort of flowing with each step that she is taking, moving up to the counter to you guys. You notice that as she is taking each step, she sort of is trying to shake this feeling off of her. And she approaches the counter, looks at all of you, and says, now what do you want?
Sorry, I just came here to procure some maps and some information on the excavation site.
Well, why didn't you ask for that last time?
Last time it wasn't as prominent of a thing that I needed as it is now, with the information that I've gathered.
You've come to waste my time, boy.
I've come to waste your time? I've come to purchase these maps from you and ask for more information about these excavation sites.
And she sort of leans onto the counter, sort of hand tucked underneath her chin. And she says, yeah, is there anything else I can do for you as well?
Listen, I've had a very bad couple days, and I'm just trying to get rid of a problem. Not only for you, but for my big cat friend over here.
And she kind of looks over at Cloud, and with her straight mouth sort of turns into a pin-curved grin across her face as she looks over at Cloud and says, oh, so you do have friends. And she looks back at Leon.
Unfortunately.
More like associates, ma'am, but yeah.
Especially that one. The associate.
And when Jackal says that, she raises one hand and puts a finger out and says, I'm not talking to you, boy.
Who cares if we were talking to, lady? We're trying to get to the excavation site, so why don't you excavate us some information, please?
Listen.
Miss?
Shut your gob. Just let them talk.
And she's
I don't care what the sexual tension they got going on, man. She needs to give us information.
I take Jackal and I just grab him by the shoulders and I just walk him off. And we're just outside.
Freaking rude, man.
Away from this.
She's freaking rude, man. Well, I have to say something.
DJ Xander, could you both please roll D20s for me, please?
Oh, yeah.
Right, I'm rolling. 15.
18.
So, Moonwind, you try to grab Jackal, you're trying to drag him out this door, but Jackal just so happens to have this foot down. He's grounded to this floor, and he's only budging a little bit to try to move out of the way.
The act she's putting on right now, she's freaking being rude.
But while
Jackal, it's fine. I have this handled.
While Jackal's sort of kind of being pulled back from the counter, she will look out over at Jackal and notices that she recognizes, she rolled a 17, she recognizes Jackal's uniform. And when she looks back at him, her small grin turns more into a frown. And she sort of winces her eyes, and that frown then suddenly turns into the grin of realization. She she seems to have an understanding of who Jackal is. DJ, please roll me another insight check.
Okay. Roll big. Let's see it. 9 total.
So you don't know why exactly she's smiling at you this way, but you do recognize what recognition looks like on someone's face, and there's something about Halia's expression that speaks to you as, oh fuck, she knows me. And that bothers you.
Can I
Okay,
roll a
can
check to notice this interaction between the two of them?
Hold on. I loosened my grip on the floor, and I let Kay pull me out. Finally, Kay pulled, and then me and Moonwind, brother, listen to me. She knows. She knows something. Okay, she knows, right? She knows something.
Devin, please, yes, go ahead and roll me an insight check, please.
Okay. Where's my insight?
Like, well, me and Moon, we're outside now.
Okay.
Like, we're outside the thing.
Where is it? There it is.
Can I have a moment with Jackal real quick?
1 second. Devin, your insight check.
13.
Okay. So you did notice there was some weird thing here. This moment that sort of passed by you, fleeted by you, where they locked eyes. In your investigatory brain, you sort of piece this together as, I don't know how they know each other, but somehow she maybe doesn't quite know him, but that face definitely says she knows of him. Xander, yes.
Okay, so a couple things. Sorry, there's a lot's going on here, so I just want to make sure I'm hitting all the marks here. So I'm having a conversation with Jackal at this point. Also, during this exchange, do I notice this at all, or am I just too fixated on getting him the fuck out?
You were definitely far too fixated on that. You were just trying to keep the peace here, dragged him outside of the building, yes.
I just want to make sure, because I do have in my notes here that I did, in fact, hear Jackal's real accent at one point.
Yeah, no, we had a whole thing about it, but...
And I want to have another moment about this, okay? Because it's still burning. I am only at a 9 intelligence right now, so this is still burning in my fucking brain.
It's all he's fixated on.
He's gonna gaslight the fuck out of you.
You may know something. But I know something too. And I know
Who gives
that
a fuck about what you know? She's what about she knows? She knows something. Look.
If
look,
you
no,
Do I
listen
hear
to me.
them with my elf ears at all? Do I hear any of this?
No, they are outside of the walls. So you can't quite hear this conversation. You do hear them going back and forth. You can't hear the details of it, though.
Okay.
All right, listen, Jackal. I am ready to give you the benefit of the doubt, but you have to just give me something, okay?
What give you what?
What is going on here? What is going on here? I heard you speak in a completely different accent, okay? Why would you ever need to do that?
I told
What is
you
going on?
that you got
You want
hit
me to
so
trust
hard.
you.
I'm trying to trust you right now. That's why I'm telling you that she's no good. I could tell. She looked at me funny. She looked at me real funny. Look,
You're
I'm
not
telling you right
giving
now.
me
Look,
any answers here.
What
is happening here?
I'll admit, I've been a dickhead. I've been a dickhead, right? But like, I'm trusting you here, okay? That's why I let you take me out. You know, I could have stayed planted, my feet planted, my roots into that freaking ground, okay? But I'm telling you right now, she is no good. There's something about her. She very suspicious. I'm not gonna throw out any allegations. I'm not that type of guy, you know. But all I'm saying is, you know, I'm glad you made a swift recovery, right? Because you did get hit pretty hard. That's why you're so fixated on this thing. But besides from that, she's no good. And you know, let's hit a woosah, like, you know, and then we walk back inside and then we could hash this thing out.
We go back inside of the miners' exchange, where Halia Cloud, Leon, and Boris are still sort of here standing at the counter. And Halia looks back at Leon. She says, "Are you wanting to buy those maps?"
Yes, but what was that?
Excuse me?
I saw he was trying to stay in here to argue with you. You looked at him like you knew something. And then
Do I
I've
look
seen
like
him-
I'm here for high school dribble?
this isn't high school dribble. There's actually quite a mystery behind that jackal person, and I feel like you might know something.
I don't know anything, and even if I did, I promise you, you're the last man in this town of Phandalin that I would ever speak to of gossip.
And why would that be?
Do you want to buy those maps or not, boy?
Boy, no.
And she starts
I
sort
just
of
imagine Boris just like staring, like
Tapping.
just grilling.
She's
How
sort of
much on the
tapping
map?
her finger on the counter and looks more bored and uncompelled with this conversation than she did even prior.
How much are the maps?
For you,
500 gold.
I suppose 5 bronze pieces.
Okay. Here is a silver piece. Is that 5 bronze pieces each?
Yes, especially for you.
I see. Okay, so I will give you a silver piece. That should cover both of the maps. Now, in the best interests of Phandalin and what we have going on, you know much about the excavation site, as you were sending me there in the first place. What should I know?
Do I have any reason to be giving you this information?
Maybe it's the fact that your town was attacked by orcs and half-orcs, and many of your people were slaughtered, and not a single one of your own townspeople stood up to them, and we were the ones that drove them off.
Everyone roll me an insight check again.
Even us while we're outside.
Oh, actually, no, not Xander and DJ. Yeah, you guys are still outside. Sorry.
I'll roll for funsies.
18 total. 18
14.
total.
I would like to revisit that conversation, by the way.
We'll get that.
An 8.
8? Okay. So, Boris and Leon, you guys noticed that when Leon said this, the expression on Halia's face turns into this deep red anger. And it comes to you in this form of not that she's angry with Leon, but she's angry because she doesn't like to have this weaponized against her. She cares about Phandalin. And having this information be fed to her in a way of, you should care about this because if you don't care about your town, she takes to offense. And when her facial expression changes, she looks Leon in the eyes with a cutting glare that she did not have before. And she says, "Very rich of you to think that I would want anything bad to happen here, let alone with someone like you in this town. It was probably your fault in the fucking first place."
Well, I will tell
Okay,
you, I
let's
was
grab
sent
the
here.
maps and go.
Yeah,
I'll tell you, I was
I'm
sent
going to
here
interject
specifically.
and just say she's either involved or useless. Either way, we're getting no information from this crotchety ass woman. Let's go.
Oh, fuck.
You know, I tend to agree with you, Cloud. I
DJ
will turn my back
and
and take my leave.
DJ and Xander, do you guys stay outside or do you come back in?
I think we come back in, but we're still kind of arguing, or like Moonwind's just kind of keep pushing the button. I'm like, dude, just fucking chill.
I'm gonna turn back. I'm gonna turn back, look at her on my way out, and I'm gonna point at DJ and Xander, and I just want to be like, these two almost died protecting your town.
While this is happening, I'm just going to grab one of the very few gold pieces I have and leave it on the counter, and I'm just going to be like, sorry for the trouble, and grab the maps and start walking out.
I already grabbed them.
So
I'm going to take them from your hand. Because I'm like, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
she sort of quickly just places her hand over the gold coin and just slides it underneath the counter. And as you guys sort of all...
You're going to mage hand it back? Grab it back.
No, Leon did not see Boris kind of lay this down. Leon was already turned away, along with Cloud. And as she does, she makes eye contact back with Jackal. And Jackal makes eye contact back with her again. Am I hearing some background noise right now?
Yeah, I am hearing it too. It's coming from Xander.
Oh, okay. And Jackal and Halia meet eye to eye, and her angered expression slowly turns back into another devious grin. And she, while looking at him, says, "Come here."
Whoa. Like, I kind of, like, I move past our guys, and I come up to the counter. My arms are crossed. Like, I put a little bit of distance. Jackal puts a little bit of distance. And he's his arms crossed. Like, what's your game, lady?
She puts her hands down on the counter and leans in and says, "I know these are your friends, and fucking hell do I..."
Friends is a strong word.
Oh, well, good for you. I'm sorry that at least one of them are your friend, that detestable man. Do yourself a favor. Keep your eyes open on them. Keep your eyes open for Fandolin. And, better yet, keep your eyes open towards the darkness. And DJ, please roll me a history check.
Oh, shit. Fucked. Rolling low today, man. 4.
4? Okay. She says that, and when she says those words leave her lips, you notice the grin becomes bigger, but you don't know why. It felt like she was trying to symbolize something to you, like say something to you that you weren't quite privy to. What do you do?
I sit there and I just, like, internally, Jackal's like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's
what
going
the
on?
fuck?
Yeah, but British. Yeah.
What the fuck?
What the bloody hell? What does she know?
That was strange, isn't it?
Very peculiar. I want to lob a dagger at her face, but you know, I think that's a little too much.
You want to commit murder?
I wanted to. I wanted to throw
like,
it.
Very like
I wanted to throw it and like make it whiz past her head, like just
Why?
hit the wall. I don't know. She's looking at me
you
funny.
say that, I imagine like this like Mr. and Mrs. Smith kind of thing going on where you actually just like come up on her and like pull a dagger to her throat, but it's like very sensual in a way.
DJ, what do you do?
Oh, I have that like that fucking bone knife, that bone dagger in my bag. You know, like that we got from those orcs.
What's he doing?
In that fight, I take it out. I stab the fucking countertop.
And when you do, she doesn't flinch at all. As a matter of fact, she leans in closer, and you guys are just inches from each other, face to face. And with her grin becoming bigger, she leans in, squints her eyes, and says, "Aquesta lavra." And then it hits you. This woman is not just here to work at a miner's exchange. This woman is a part of the Sisters of the Violet.
Fuck.
And you notice on her dress in this moment that her dress has small ornamental designs of V's underneath different sections, a pendant on her waistline, underneath her bosom, another strip of leather pieced as the shape of a V, the symbols of the Sisters of Violet. And it dawns on you, she knows you because you know her. This isn't just Halia. This is Halia Thornton.
Fuck. Hold on. I gotta put this down in my notes.
And Halia Thornton, DJ, if you could roll me one more history check, please.
Yeah.
Roll high. I want to hear this.
19.
Halia Thornton is the third highest ranking officer amongst the Sister of Violet. And she is renowned for having caused chaos within Baldur's Gate during your time there, the Baldur's Gate Underground, and she's renowned mostly for destabilizing entire hierarchies, entire systems, entire groups, gangs, coventries, everything. She is what they call the Spider. And her renown amongst the Sister of Violet is known because she has toppled entire groups of gangs and corporate systems amongst Baldur's Gate, both the underground and higher. The only thing she hasn't seemed to have defeated is the royal family that lives within and controls Baldur's Gate themselves. She is
That I work for.
an impeccable person amongst persons within the Sister of Violet.
Oh, fuck.
What do you
Yeah,
do
she'd
with
kill
that
you.
information?
She kills you, dude. If you're gonna, you do.
I push her back and I grab my daggers and I ready. I ready myself.
What?
And so when you do, her smile becomes another frown, and she raises one hand and says, "Stop. You're not gonna do that in my store."
Your fucking store. You don't own shit.
As far as you know, all I am here is to help the miners of Phandalin. And you would do well to not assume much more than that, would you?
No. No, my orders are to kill you where you fucking stand.
And she tilts her head downward and says, "If you kill me, you're all criminals within Phandalin. Do you really want to do this?"
Ooh, sidebar.
Are we
guys,
out of
what
the
do we do?
building?
Guys,
Are we out
I'm
of
at
the
an
building?
impasse.
You guys are like at the doorway leading out of
Are
the
we
building.
noticing this happening?
You guys are seeing it, yeah.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna look at everybody and I'm just be like,
Yeah, for some reason I totally thought we were outside. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were outside already.
You guys are
That
like in the
changes.
doorway. Like a couple of you are outside. A couple of you are still like in the doorway.
I'm gonna ask
If that's
Jackal straight up. I was like, what do you mean your orders are to kill her? You're a courier.
no, as soon as I hear the orders part, okay, I want to interject and do something to get him to stand down. I want to disarm Jackal.
That's actually a skill that you have to get. If I'm
Well, no.
Or like, no, he's just
can do
asking
in
like what
combat.
he might do something just
He
to help you.
wants to sort of
okay.
down the
I
situation.
want to diffuse the situation. I just dropped my D20 and luckily it bounced into my fucking sandal. But no, I want to diffuse the situation. I want to disarm anyone by any means. I want to interject myself and like, hold on, what the fuck is going on right now? That's
Xander and DG. Let's have you both do persuasion checks.
Persuasion. All right. Oh,
20 total.
I got 21 total.
Can I roll? I have a +6 to persuasion. Actually,
I have
you guys do your
+5.
thing,
I have
and then
+5. I rolled 16. I had
I'll let you
Well,
guys do your thing, and then I'll
Leon,
interact.
you haven't said. Do you want to try to defuse this as well yourself, or?
Yes, because I want to know what the fuck is going on here.
Do you want to defuse DJ or do you want to defuse Halia?
Ooh. DJ's the one we have to defuse because I don't think she wants to fight.
Okay, go. I'll let you go ahead and roll a persuasion as well.
I got, let's see, +6. Yeah, I got 21 as well.
So DJ, I'll leave it up to you. Your friends here, both Leon and Moonwind, friends.
Did they
is
say
a
they
strong
said
word.
something, right? Yeah. They're but those two said something to tell me to stand down, right?
Yeah, they both.
Yeah,
have
because we're
mentioned.
trying to figure out what's
Yeah.
going on here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because, and I'm going to
But
say,
you guys don't
we
understand.
No, we don't, and that's why I'm saying not to do this because we need to understand what is going on.
No, we don't
What I've
need
been
her.
saying,
She can die and she can rot right here.
No. Why? For one, 2. Orders from what? 3. You're a courier. 4. We have orcs that are just south of town.
She is more
5.
dangerous than any orc, I promise you.
Halia, you know more, obviously, what is going on here.
She's the cause of this, don't you see? She's fucking evil.
And she.
What?
On what
is
grounds?
happening here?
What do we have? You haven't provided us any information.
I don't
I'm
need to.
going to-
And can I just thrust my knife towards
I
her?
want to roll.
While this is happening, I'm gonna sign something to Cloud, and it's basically along the lines of grab Jackal and drag him out.
I'm gonna roll to ask Halia what is going on here.
I want to hold his weapon hand down. I want to be like in the middle of it. I want to be holding his hand down.
So, okay.
That's-
So, one thing at a time here. So, DJ, what do you want to do?
I said I thrust my dagger towards her.
Okay. Here's how we'll do this. Okay. So,
Okay.
Xander, I need you to roll a d20. DJ, I need you to roll a d20. And Cloud, I need you to roll a d20.
I need Jackal to tell me why.
Oh,
That's it.
Nat
Just
one.
needs to convince me.
Nat one.
Damn, I got
That's
18.
for the story. It's for the story. It's for the lore.
19.
It's for the lore.
19. Okay.
For the story.
Xander.
18.
Okay.
It makes sense though. These guys are like stronger in strength.
So Jackal pulls his knife back, and with a quick thrust, as he pulls forward, Moonwind grabs him by the wrist, and one arm on the wrist and one arm on the shoulders. He pulls Jackal back a little bit, keeping Jackal from going there.
You don't understand.
Cloud comes up from the opposite side of Jackal
Get your fucking
and grabs
bloody
him by
hands off
his
me.
shoulder, other arm around his torso, and starts lifting him into the air and pulling him back while they both are sort of pulling him away from Holly at the counter.
She can't. She can't live. She can't live.
Leon, go ahead and roll me your persuasion check.
17.
What do you say to Halia?
Why is he trying to kill you? And what was that you mumbled to him earlier?
And she sort of, while still facing Jackal with this half grin, just moves her eyes, shifts her eyes back towards over to Leon, and says, "You're not even good enough for this conversation." And
I can
turns,
assure you, if we wanted you dead, you would be dead right now. I think it's in your best interest to tell me what's going on.
and she sort of peers back to Leon She says, just as I told your boyfriend over there, there's nothing any of you can do to me that would not put you in further shit than you guys already are. Leave my store, please. And she just sort of turns around at the counter with one hand up, sort of shaking you all away.
Like, shoo. Like, get the fuck.
And she walks away from the counter.
All right. I'm going to follow the others out. On my way out, I'm going to use Eldritch Blast on her newly painted sign and destroy it.
Leon's so petty, dude. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a d20 to hit.
16.
Cool. Sign
Alright,
has
so wait,
probably
what's my plus on it here? 1 second.
Uh-huh.
I got a +6, so 24.
Cool. Yeah, a sign I would probably assume has an AC of 5, so you definitely hit the sign. The sign blasts off.
Man, imagine
the overhang of the roof there. You open your hand as you're kind of walking, and just sort of a shimmy, just
like a quick one, not like a super powerful.
It's not aimed, nothing. You're just kind of tossing a volley
force
over.
destruction.
Yeah.
Just boom.
The sign just explodes, taking off a chunk of that overhanging roof there. The sign
Don't
is
even care.
just abolished. And you all sort of walk your way away from the miners' exchange.
Jesus
And-
Christ.
I'm just gonna walk away like this, like literally with my hands on top of my head. Just I don't care.
Mhm, mhm.
He just like shoots this sign. He's like this, and then he like looks back and just.
Do you guys continue forward to the excavation site, or is anything else you all
Holy
would like to
fucking
do?
shit! Yes, please.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm still dragging Jackal, and I'm just going to keep walking
you
with
get
him.
your big furry paws off
And
of me.
then
off!
as we're doing that, I'm just gonna kind of like, how am I carrying him? By the way,
No,
I'm
putting it up there.
or like
on the
what's
front.
Can you put him to sleep?
You have him sort
on the
of
front, right?
underneath your arm.
Okay.
He's
Oh
just
my
like
God.
kicking and
Yeah.
Okay, so Cloud has taken full control at this point.
yeah.
Okay, I want to be walking behind, like walking backwards, in front of Cloud and Jackal, just like looking at him, like you told me to trust you. You told me to trust you.
I'm calm
And you
down.
pulled
You
this
can let
shit
me
on
down
me.
now. I'm calm. I promise I'm calm. I promise I'm calm. Please, let me
fucking
down.
I am-
Please
Don't
let
do
me
it,
down. I promise I'm
Cloud.
calm.
I swear.
I promise I'm calm.
I swear to
I'm calm
love.
down.
Do not put him down.
Are we outside
Let
the
me down.
town? Are we outside the town?
You guys
we
are
outside
on the
town?
path towards the south of the town, leaving Phandalin. Cloud, please, or actually, no, sorry. Yeah, DJ, roll me a persuasion check, please.
Oh shit.
Oh my God.
Fuck that. Miners exchange.
I'm absolutely gobsmacked right now.
Oh, dude,
I believe you.
Dice landed on the floor. Nat 20. Nat 20 on the floor.
So,
I missed
got
my
both
fucking
dice.
dice tower.
Cloud, you regretfully and cautiously hear Jackal saying, I'm calm, and
I'm calm.
you
Promise.
sort of roll your eyes a little bit and say, all right, think
I'm gonna walk up
and
to him
think,
side by side.
I suppose this is gonna be fine.
I
And
walk
you
up
let
to
him-
him side by side.
I'm a fucking
be like-
backhand him, I swear.
I'm just gonna be like, I destroyed the sign for you. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's just like, fuck your sign. I should have never
Yeah.
given you miners money.
My apologies, gentlemen. We used to date. That's why I got mad. But
Shut the
fuck
up.
that's
I
yeah.
just can I grab him by the collar and like pull him close to me?
Yeah, roll me a d20. We'll do a strength check.
Skills. Oh, wait, strength. That's under attributes.
You got a +4?
No, I have a +4 on my dex.
No, you have a +6 on your dex. You have a +4 on your strength. I'm looking at your card right now.
Oh, for saving. That's for. This is a saving throw. Is technically
No,
This is
that's
not,
modifier.
no, this is not.
That's
a saving
strength. You
throw.
got to look at your strength modifier.
Your strength's +2.
Okay. Yeah. So okay, it is +2 then. Okay. Yeah. So I rolled a 15 then.
15. Cool. Yeah, you go to reach out and you bury your claws just deep enough into the front of Jackal's poncho there, and you pull him up, and as you lift him with one arm, nose to nose with you, Cloud, he's off his feet, pulled up to you as if you're curling his entire body. What do you do?
Hey, what's
I'm
the
gonna
big
look at Boris.
what's the
I'll be
big
like-
deal, Bobcat? You know, I thought we were buddies.
I'm just gonna look him dead in the fucking face and say, if she needs to die, that can be a priority for later. Your personal agenda can't outweigh the needs of this group currently. And then I want to toss him to the ground.
Can I do like a sick backflip?
How hard do you want to toss? Do you want to toss him in a way that
The intent is for him
forcing-
to fall on his ass.
Okay.
Can I do like a cool backflip to just land on my feet?
Really quick,
Yeah.
I would like to use a check of some kind to, when he says like we used to date, I want to see if he's lying.
Okay. Let's go ahead and have DJ roll for give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Listen, I'm going to be completely honest here. I don't need to have more than 9
16
intelligence
total.
to understand that they never dated.
What'd you get, DJ?
16 total.
16. Okay. Yeah, you don't quite do a backflip, but when he shoves you back, you sort of stumble and catch yourself before you can fall onto your butt. And you sort of stand up and brush yourself
like
off
that.
really quick. Sam, yes, go ahead and give me that insight check, sir.
That is an 18 total.
Yeah, this man's lying, bro. This man's lying. Like, this man's lying like fucking crazy. He's lying through his fucking teeth, dog. And you can sniff this out. You know they did not date. As a matter of fact, you know their only affiliation is sworn enemy.
Okay. I will like when he says that and he gets like thrown down and dusts himself off, I'm just gonna, mention it, just be like, you didn't date her.
Yeah, we were high school sweethearts, man. I had first pregnancy scare with her. Was just just a bad time. Just a bad time.
You can drop the act.
Let's
What
have Cloud, Leon, and Moonwind roll inside checks now.
You guys are fucking welcome.
Thank you.
22, baby. Total.
20 total.
Why is everyone rolling big right now? Like we
Cloud.
should be saving these rolls for combat.
I got a crack ass 20.
Crack
Crack ass 20, baby.
Crack
That's
ass
right.
20.
I like it. So when Boris mentions you can put down the act, it definitely clicks with the rest of you. It comes to you in this sort of wave of, fuck, maybe Boris is right. Maybe this is not what it seems to be. He is lying to us. And now your perspective of Jackal is sort of warped in this, well, we really don't know this guy now. What do you do?
I'm just gonna cast my mage hand so it's ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to immediately interject and be like, gentlemen, our reasons for coming into the town were all personal to begin with. We're here by happenstance. By chance, we've been wrangled together. Trust is going to be loose right now anyways. I don't know if I trust half of you. But nobody's stabbed me outright yet, and we've been given a task. We can either take the opportunity to set our personal agendas for the moment aside, and then if they align, choose to go our separate ways or help one another. But I think we can all agree none of us came into this town for any reason other than our own personal ventures.
Absolutely,
The only
Bobcat.
way I'm
Let's
going
get
to
going.
continue
And I
on-
just start trying to walk over.
Jackal, Jackal, there's
Moonwind, go ahead.
The only way I'm going to continue on is if I can trust that none of you are going to stab me in the back. And right now, the only person that I fear has the slightest possibility of doing that is this man right here.
Hey man, I watched your ass during the fucking battle. Okay, I was shooting my crossbow from that roof, and I helped your ass out. Okay, I could have killed you right then if I did. All right, if I was part of any of it. No, absolutely.
I'm gonna look at Jackal, and I'm just gonna be like, I think it's time to drop the act. Don't you think?
Drop what act, man? We got somewhere to be, just like Big Bobcat said. So let's get it going.
But I think we do need to be a bit more trusting. We're about to go into a perilous situation, and obviously we don't know the whole story. You said that you had orders to kill her. You are not a courier.
Yeah, and I'll explain all of that if we get to the excavation site. So let's keep it going. Nope.
No,
I start walking. Like, come on, guys, let's go.
My mage hand is gonna go underneath Jackal, and it's gonna Naruto style just go Nani?
Up my ass? You gonna poke up my ass?
Yes.
Sure. Let's.
Okay. I'm not doing it.
It's in your control. You still have to do it. Roll me. Let's call it Let's call it an acrobatics check. No, sleight of hand. Let's do sleight of hand.
Okay.
Yep.
15.
This whole shite is in Rag's order.
So as Jackal's sort of waving, come on, he turns and he feels this small bit of pressure move up his groin / buttocks for a moment.
Right in the taint.
And Jackal, you sort of stop, freeze, put your arms down, and just look right at Leon. You full well know what he's doing right now.
I'm just sitting there. I'm just like,
man, I bet Leon doesn't even wipe his own ass. He just casts Mage Hand. It goes everywhere with him.
Yeah.
Jackal, what
hey,
do you do?
man, that's
Does
not
his mage hand
funny.
do like this number too? Like just
Jackal, what do you do?
no, that's going way too far.
Gross.
I'm gonna try to keep walking. I'm gonna try to keep
Move
walking.
around it. Yeah.
Cloud.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cloud, I think we need to restrain this man. We need to know. I'm not walking into a perilous situation not knowing if this man's going to have my back or if he's going to run and cover his own ass.
I can cover my own ass. If he wants to run, he can. I'm going to the damn excavation site.
Nobody else wants to try and stop him and get this information. We all uncovered he's lying. Nobody else wants to get this information right now.
Nope. I don't.
Because my character does not want to be around him if I know he's lying. And no, he's not a courier. Yeah. That's where I'm at right now.
Well, one could argue that there is more information to be had if you guys follow along. You can still pester him on the road to the exchange, or not the exchange, the excavation site.
Is he gonna be? Like, is he actually being honest?
He's not a courier.
If we continue onward,
yeah, I fully am going to reveal, but I just want to get to the excavation site.
Moonwind, yes.
I would like to find a pliable branch or some sort of vine that I can turn into a pair of makeshift handcuffs and tie Jackal down and just walk behind him, holding his hands behind his back. Because I do not trust him. I do not trust him whatsoever.
It's gonna neuter me. This is gonna neuter us.
But we need to move forward. So I'm going to restrain him.
Moonwind, give me a survival check.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say that. $23 total.
23 total. Goddamn.
So
we're rolling big, dude. We're gonna roll so low in combat.
So you are able to find a sort of vine that's coming off of a nearby tree that's sort of made of very hard pressed moss and tangled weeds that are wrapped around themselves, and you're able to sort of pull one down, and it's just long enough that you can see it can kind of be fashioned into some sort of rope, if you will. Moonwind, how do you approach getting this onto Jackal here?
Okay, so I grab this vine or branch or whatever. I take it and do a couple loops right here, right? And you just pull them through. Also, gentlemen, you can use this on your significant others if you want to. Right there, you have a little right there, and then you just pull to tighten it down. Okay, so I have it fashioned. And as he's walking ahead, he's all gung-ho. He's just like, fuck y'all, I'm out of here. So I go up right behind him. And as he's walking, I have this right here in one hand, grab his hand, pull it through, reach over, grab the other hand, pull it through, and then...
Moonwind, roll me a sleight of hand check, please.
Ooh.
Man,
another high one for me.
Man, with Shibari, this is dope.
Yeah.
All right. 18 total.
DJ, roll me a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw. Okay. Yeah, that's a no-go cheat. That's 7.
DJ, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an option here.
Yeah.
Do you see this as a force of violence towards you?
I kind of see it as a nuisance, so I just let it happen.
Okay.
Because, I'm breaking out of cuffs before, do the dislocating thumb trick, right? So, I'm just going to let it, are you fucking serious right now?
So Moonwind... Moonwind comes up behind Jackal, and he sort of quietly stepping, and Jackal's just trying to, at point of the group, just move forward, keep walking, and Moonwind is able to very quickly get these 2 circles of the knot placed just close enough to one of Jackal's hands, and have his other hand at the ready with the other wrist, that he's able to, in one fell movement, pull both together, pull them through the rope, and shimmy it down tight for the knot. And Moonwind looks over at Boris, who seems quite unenthused by this move. What do you guys do? Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna walk up to Jackal, and I can see that he has daggers equipped. Correct?
Yes, yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna take one of them, and I'm just gonna cut the vine, and I'm just like, this isn't necessary right now.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I mean, I could have got out anyway, but I just want to entertain it for a second.
Shut up. And I'm just going to give it back the dagger.
Thank you.
Like, you shut up.
All right. Well,
Walk
if that's the
forward.
case, if you don't want to have any restrictions on this person, I'm out. I don't trust him for a second. I'm out.
He
So
walks away. That's great.
So Moonwind walks off, and you guys are sort of in
Yeah.
this standstill. Nobody's moving. You're all sort of standing in this circle facing each other. Leon is still not convinced that this is a safe trip. Cloud just wants to go to this excavation site. Moonwind doesn't feel safe. Boris is just trying to move forward here. And Jackal just really wants to get this off of his shoulders, right? And just keep things pushing. You guys now, as a adventuring party, realize that you guys are sort of in a pretty large disagreement here. There has to be some way for you guys to be able to come to an agreement for how to progress from here.
I'll just tell Jackal, just be honest with everything so we can continue forward.
All right. I mean, he walked off. He wanted to know the most. So,
Well,
I
he's
was
not
gonna,
here
I was gonna,
anyway,
I was gonna.
so-
We were, I wanted to get to the excavation site first, but I guess if we can't move past this, I guess I'll have to lay it all out there.
Just watching Xander like
Is he there?
Yeah, he's like-
Xander, no. Xander's like he walked off, he walked off into like a grouping of trees, and he's just like, but he stopped like behind one to like.
Moonwind, yeah,
And he's
Moonwind
like,
sort of,
he's like real shit at hiding too. So like,
Yeah,
we all know
he's
he's
like-
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we choose not to acknowledge it.
okay.
The reason why I personally don't want to wait. The
Leon.
reason why I don't personally want to wait until the excavation site is because we don't know what we're going to run into. Right now,
I'm still walking away.
we're not engaged in anything. So right now is the best time for you to tell us.
How am I supposed to
Look.
get fucking Moonwind's attention to come back here? Oh, that's crazy. Jackal's favorite color is green. I didn't know that.
I'm almost out of earshot.
Hey, Blue Man Group, could you come back here for a second, man? God damn it. All right.
You were saying?
All right, story time. All right, kids, gather around the campfire. I got
I'm going to look at a pile of sticks on the ground, and I'm going to do the slightest firebolt to actually make a fire.
well, now the season's
there,
set.
there is no wood here on this trail
Yeah,
for you to
yeah,
make
it's
this
just fucking
fire
dirt.
for. I will say that. But Jackal,
What do you mean? There's at least 5 pieces of wood.
Yeah, he made them. It's in the pile.
oh, I didn't realize
So,
Moonwind
anyway-
was
That's
the
not
DM
the
now. Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
Jackal, you now have an opportunity to explain yourself to the
I got you,
group
Xander.
that
I got you.
seems to unwittingly not trust you. And you recognize that unless you do this, they're never going to. This is going to grow as a cancer within this group until you finally at least give them something. Go on, Jackal.
Well, I guess the cat's out the bag, huh? I'm not actually a courier. Well, I am. I do courier work, but I do a little bit of extracurricular on the side. That lady we just saw, she's part of the Sisters of Violet. She's very dangerous. Arguably one of the dangerous people in that fucking town. My orders are to kill anyone I see a part of that tribe. Okay? Secondly, I came here to actually deliver a package. My secondary objective is to gain information on Phandalin. Heard there was some rumors starting around about the town. Now, I'm still here to get paid. And since we're wrapped into this whole fucking insane task of having to defend these people and find out who's behind all this, I might as well tag along. Now, clearly, if I wanted all of you dead, I would have done so. But I saved your asses out there in the fucking orc attack. but one of them got away. My shitty aim. But other than that, I have nothing else to share. Because that is all I have to share.
Leon.
And because of my background, can I do some sort of check to see if I know anything about the Sisters of Violet, since this is their first mention to me?
You could do a history check, yeah.
Okay. Which one? I'm gonna do red. A 14.
So when Jackal mentions the Sisters of Violet, you know the name. You definitely know who they are. But your knowledge goes as far as they're a group of women that have been a problem in Baldur's Gate for some years. And they've stirred up a lot of issues, specifically for you and your unit. Your managers, supervisors, if you will, the people that give you the orders directly, you don't know who they are, because a lot of these missions that come your way are passed along to you by note or word of mouth. But you have heard rummagings of the Sisters of Violet through these passings, through prior missions, but you haven't engaged with them directly yourself yet.
I look at Jackal. I've heard of these Sisters of Violet before. With that being said, who are you working for that's giving you these sorts of orders?
Well, probably the same people you work for. Or technically, what the people you work for work for. Give a little shrug.
Could everybody roll me an insight check, please? Except for DJ, not Jackal.
Okay.
Call him out.
6.
19 total.
I only got an 8.
22.
Damn.
So Cloud and Leon are kind of just taking this information as it comes. Cloud seems very disengaged with this. His arms are crossed.
This is a waste of time.
And he's just, oh my god, like staring up at the sky. Leon's engaged with it, but he's very kind of approaching it cautiously. Moonwind and Boris, you two, you can definitely tell he's telling the truth. This seems to be much more bleeding heart, if you will, than he has been in engaged conversations with you prior. He seems to be much more foretelling. He's not stuttering his words. He's not seeming to leave out anything. This man is telling the truth now, and you guys can see that very clearly. Moonwind.
I just want to look directly at Jackal, just like I want to impose some sort of intimidation, even though I'm not generally an intimidating person, but I just want to show some vein of seriousness when I lean forward, look him dead in the eye, and just all I say was, "That's so hard." That's all I was asking for.
Very difficult, actually.
I haven't forgotten the accent, though.
This accent thing, man, I told you got hit in the head pretty hard.
Is that a lie?
I was hit in the shoulder.
I
still
shoulder head is close enough.
If I recall correctly there, Jackal, you also got hit pretty hard yourself.
Yeah. That's what I've been trying to tell him, man. But that's the truth. Honest to God. Honest on my life. And then he's like, and I turned to Cloud. I'm like, sorry, Bobcat. I think we can get on with the festivities over at the excavation site.
At least we've gotten this far. We'll have to talk about this later.
So now
Can we fucking go now?
Are you gonna start hissing at me?
Do we hear the what Moonwind says about this whole accent thing?
If you want to tune into that, you could do an insight check as well.
Sure. I'm fucking rolling hot
I
on
just
that. That's
got a
a
fucking nat 20.
yeah. I got a 20 total on that. I'm rolling
I
hot
just
on
got
insight
a
right now.
legit nat 20.
Yeah, you both realize that when he said this accent thing, man, he with this sort of tweaked smile as he said it, was not the response that was the same in his storytelling before. But Boris and Leon, you two are able and willing to do what you will with that knowledge there.
So we see this like conversation happen. So we like the insight would be like focused on that's the focus point.
Yes.
So we can tell that Moonwind is like sincere as fuck about this. He's like, this is what I heard. I know this to be fact. And then Jackal's like, is Jackal lying about the accent thing?
Your insight check was specifically for the reaction Jackal had to Moonwind's mentioning of the accent. Jackal's response was very physical in that it was different from when he was explaining why he was there.
Okay. This accent thing is funny to me.
So now, as DM, I ask all of you, is the party satiated with this information? Will you guys be moving forward, or does there need to be further discussion amongst the party and how you guys want to proceed?
I'm ready to move forward.
Sweet. This is fun.
Then we ask Moonwind, finally, are you satiated with this information, sir?
What are you all waiting for? Let's go.
No,
And now-
he's already he's like 50 paces ahead, and he's already like like where'd he fucking go? Where you fucking?
So you all move down south from Phandalin, along the trail where the iced bodies were, the poor victims of the white dragon you all know is amongst the Phandalin area. And past this trail, further south to Umbridge Hill. And you all see the emerald green glistening in the sun, with the clouds overhead, not indicating any sort of rain, but just that there are clear skies and the wind is blowing between all of you briskly. It's a beautiful day in the area of Phandalin, and much better than it has been the past few days that you all have been experiencing this. Leon, yes.
I'm gonna pat Cloud on the shoulder, just like friendly, as we see Umbridge Hill, and I'll just be like, "Sorry, friend."
No reaction. I'm not going to react.
And you guys continue on past Umbridge Hill to an area that is still paved with roads, but you guys now see these sort of hilled plateaus that are standing just about 20, 30 feet, all in different heights, varying across, but the trail is sort of split between these different plateaus, and some of the plateaus have trees, some of them do not, and these plateaus have grass at the top of each of them, along with the wind blowing just gently between them, sort of wind tunneled into the roadways that are paved between each different plateau that is protruding from the ground. The scent of flowers and the sight of butterflies floating around this area feels calming. This is probably the most calm day you guys have had in the Phandalin area, and each of you sort of recognize that you guys are going somewhere that is potentially dangerous, but this moment, this current walk to the excavation site is the most stressless you all have been since all of this has kicked off, since finding out about the dragon, finding out about the beast, since meeting Adabra, since all of this has sort of unfolded in front of you. this is a moment of peace for all of you individually. And you guys are approaching this sort of broken up roads, these hills, these plateaus, these stones that are cluttered around all of you. You all approach from the northeast area here, and the emerald green across from each of these roadways and standing on these plateaus are beautiful. What do you all do from here?
I'm just going to take in the sights and just take a big, deep breath as we continue on.
Anyone else?
Let's see here. What time of the day is it?
Probably noon o'clock, if you will. You guys are about halfway through the day. You were up fairly early at sunbreak, at sun up, when you guys had awoken at the Stonehill Inn, and all of this has kind of unfolded very quickly with you guys since leaving Stonehill Inn. It's still about midday, yeah.
Okay. Is it about lunchtime?
You could ask your friends at the party.
Is anybody hungry?
Of course.
Well, that's all I need here. So I would like to hunt a little bit, see if I can find some small game, maybe some berries, something.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me a nature check, my good sir. While you do that, Moonwind.
I would like to find a little spot under the shade, and just find a nice spot under the shade, and then using my inherent air abilities just to levitate and just like lay down.
That's fine.
In midair.
Boris, my apologies. I meant a survival check. Excuse me. Please give me a survival check. What'd you roll for that?
I got the grand total of 22.
22. Okay. You don't see any livestock, if you will. There's no pigs or deer in the area. There are a good amount of berry bushes sort of lined up at the very bottom of some of these plateaus that you guys are walking between. So you are able to gather some berries from these bushes. There are birds flying overhead. If you would like to make an attempt to fire one down with your bow, you are more than welcome to.
Ain't nothing wrong with birds or squirrels. So, yeah, we can do that.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit, my good sir. And let's have you roll at a disadvantage because this is a bird that is mid-flight.
I got a 14 total.
14? Okay. So you knock this arrow in, you pull back, and as this bird sort of shimmering across, you notice this blue bird, his sort of pattern is to fly across, dip down, and then fly back up. And you try to time it with this dip downward. And when you release the arrow, it just so happens to be just barely too late as the bird flies across. However, what you do notice after releasing this arrow is that there is another bird sort of standing or sitting on a branch on another tree that is over to the side. Would you like to attempt firing at this one?
Yeah, hold on just a second here. This isn't letting me do the thing. There we go. I do want to just point out that with my background feature, I can find food, fresh water for myself and up to 5 other people each day, provided that the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth.
Oh, for sure. Okay, yeah. Then I'll leave it up to you on how you want to approach the hunting thing. You don't have to do birds.
Just whatever I can get.
Whatever you can get. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And we will have Boris continue to hunt on his own accord from there. Thank you for that information.
Yeah, he'll take like 20 minutes to do so to find enough for like everybody, basically.
Cloud, I ask you, what are you doing as the party starts to settle in here in this area?
Let's see here. I am probably. Can you come back to me?
Yeah, sure. Jackal, let's ask you the same question. What is Jackal up to?
I am going to find a nice little alcove and just to like sit down and rest a little bit, and then I'm gonna pull out that letter and like shine it up to the sun and see what I can decipher from that.
Okay. And you had already written down some of the lettering from the moonlight, if I remember correctly. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So you hold the letter up to the sun, and when you do, you notice that the first orange glow of letters sort of in between the lettering you had seen on the original writing of this note, of this letter you've been carrying. They're different for where you had marked the moonlight letters. This is now a completely different set of letters next to the ones that you had written prior, to make sure you were documenting those letters there. And you notice that these letters are now filling a sentence that makes more sense to you than it did before. And DJ, I want to ask, does Jackal present this to the party?
Well, let me see. I haven't looked at both yet. I don't think Jackal has so Jackal now he sees both the moonlit letters and the
so your moonlit letters
he's transcribed
are written by your pen, by your quill, and now you can see the sunlit letters glowing in perfect shape next to the letters you had written from the moonlight. Now
you sent me the other one.
You can read a full sentence there. So I ask you, Jackal, do you present this to the party, or do you continue to kind of keep this close to your chest?
Jackal looks at it, he's like, holy fucking shit. It's like, boys! He calls out, boys, got something to show you.
Huh?
Yeah, Moonwind's fucking...
I just fall straight to the ground.
Yeah.
And what I will do is I will send this to you guys in our D&D chat here for everyone to be able to read. So Jackal, you present the letter, the party groups up around you, and Boris even, who has been rummaging for berries and has now at this point caught a squirrel, he kind of overhears you as well. Do you all sort of gather around Jackal?
Yes.
Jackal, what do you do with this letter and the party?
Boris, remember that fucking scared fuck that was in his house?
Yes.
Look at this letter, man. Take a look. Finally got it transcribed.
Boris is gonna look at it. This is fun. Boris is gonna look at it and he's gonna hand it back and he's gonna look at Jackal and he's just gonna be like, I don't know what this says.
What do you mean you don't know what this says? I wrote it right there.
I don't know what this is.
Here, give me that. Here, Bobcat, can you read this?
Can I read it?
Well, then I suppose as DM here, Boris, may I ask, how is it because it's no longer pointed at the sun? How are you not?
Can't read.
Boris can't read or write. He's illiterate.
Well, that's fair.
Cloud,
I can read.
you've spent many years reading scrolls and scribes and stuff from your monastery. You certainly can read.
Okay. Well, it seems that there's two different sets of text here. One is the original letter, I'm assuming, Jekyll. The other is what you transcribed.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. It reads as follows. To whom it may concern, there's been a monster in the area. Was hoping you'd do something about it. I guess not. Poor bastard. Your dearest, Cynthia. But, it seems a fairly normal letter in and of itself, but you have transcribed
Cynthia?
underneath. Fandolin is in danger. Meet me at the hunting lodge. And it's somebody signed Falcon?
Well, we experienced the first part.
Agreed. Fandolin is in danger. What's this of a hunting lodge?
I don't fucking know, man. That's just all I could make out of it.
Do we need passes?
Can I do like some sort of check to see if I remember seeing a hunting lodge? Or anything like that in
I
Fandolin?
have like a thing
Boris,
that kind
are
of
you
plays into
licensed
that.
to?
Hold on. Yes, Cloud, go ahead.
Can I like tap into my wanderer background? I always kind of remember the layout of settlements and terrain. Do I remember a hunting lodge in town?
What I will say, Cloud is the only one that has come by anything that is even remotely close to something that would be considered a hunting lodge. So, Cloud, I will have you roll a history check, please.
So does this hunting lodge require a license?
14.
Boris,
14.
are you? Could you give us teach us, coach us?
What the fuck is a license?
So Cloud is remembering from his journey south from where he is from. He remembers specifically a forest north of Fandolin that he doesn't know if he saw necessarily what he would deem a lodge, but there was an area open in the middle of this forest where there was a cabin that was present. But he doesn't know if this would be considered a hunting lodge. It looked more like large housing for someone that was living in the forest.
Okay. I'll I'll divulge, share the memory. I don't know if this is a lodge, but as I was traveling south to Fandolin on myself, I did pass a lodge. Seems very generous. A large cabin of sorts. Looked more like a house to my own eyes, but it was nestled in the forest on your way into town. But that's clear the opposite direction we're headed.
And Leon, who is sort of standing over this letter as well, he doesn't remember being in any sort of forest area around Fandolin outside of the main trails that you guys have had between Fandolin and Umbridge Hill. But he does kind of vaguely remember hearing about this from somewhere. Same with Jackal, and same with Moonwind, who had heard from some townsfolk of words of a lodge somewhere around Phandalin. You guys don't know the location, but you have heard of this lodge before, just through word of mouth. And you guys sort of are theoretically, metaphorically scratching your chins. And Boris, from the right, can hear...
I'm quite literally scratching my chin at this.
Boris feels a twitch behind his ear. Something isn't quite right. Boris, please roll me a perception check.
Oh, God damn it.
That is going to be an 18 total.
When you kind of tune in a little bit further, you can hear light footsteps, lighter than a normal person walks. And these footsteps are sort of all around all of you. And then you can also hear light breathing. Sort of as if there are people hiding. But you look around, you don't see places that people could potentially be hiding, so to speak. You just see the grass around the trails. You see these stones around you. You see these plateaus around you. How could someone possibly hide here?
I will let everybody know. I'll say, I hear footsteps.
Leon, you're muted, Leon.
Is it dark or sunny out still?
It's midday, dog.
I will stand up very fast and draw my sword and spin around to look behind me.
How does
Do I recognize the sound of these steps? Like, are they similar to the ones that were following me before?
No, they are not. They are definitely different. They are fleeting. These steps feel like small leaves falling to the ground. They are so light. You haven't quite heard the lightness of these steps before. It's almost as if someone with some sort of training might have been fleeting around all of you. Jackal, Moonwind, how do you guys prepare yourselves?
As soon as Boris says it, like I get my daggers out and I'm ready.
Moonwind.
I put my hands up. I put my hands up like this, and I say, I won't reach for mine if you don't reach for yours.
And Cloud.
I'm just going to sit down on the ground. With just like my hands in my lap and just wait.
And after you all sort of prepare yourselves for what's to come, you now hear a sort of laugh coming from behind a stone just to the left of you all. And on a path pointed in that left direction, a man walks out from behind the stone. He's wearing a sort of comically large, what seems to be a pirate hat or a bandit's hat or tucked with a feather on the side. He has old, drab clothing leading all the way down. Not quite sailor's clothing, but this man is wrapped in tattered shirt and beaten leather, and his pants are filthy. He hasn't been bathed in ages. And as he turns the corner from the stone, he is laughing and comes around the corner and looks at all of you. I've not quite the young boy that I used to be, but guess you found me. Moonwind.
I just have my hands up still.
Hands up, okay. And he sort of looks around after looking at all of you and says, Fucking, I said, I'm not the young boy I used to be. And when he does, you all hear this quick rummage as a large group of men in all directions from you pull covers off of their bodies from the ground. Grass, stone, dirt, this blanket of earthen cover coming up from over them, and they stand up from the ground with longbows and crossbows and swords and daggers all pointed at you. And you are all hopelessly, seemingly surrounded by a group of bandits standing around you, with this one man cackling. It's been a long time since I've done this. And
I throw a knife right at his face.
That is where we will end today's session, boys. Jackal, fuck it.
Yeah, like just fuck this. Like, yeah.
Oh, John. I was gonna say it's at that moment where I'm just like, okay, well, I said I wasn't gonna draw mine if you didn't draw yours. You drew yours. Okay, let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, thank you guys for hanging out with us for today's session. This was a fun one, and as always, we will be here next Saturday. We will not have an episode 2 Saturdays from now for recording because a couple of us will be gone, but we will have one next week for you guys, and we hope that this one could make up for a little bit of time for us being gone last week. So in the meantime, thank all of you, and we're gonna get on out of here. So until next time, my friends. Anyone?
Get your hands off my shillelagh.